We're here with BC head softball coach Ashley Obrist. Now, Ashley, what's the overall mood and the vibe of the team now that the season is so close?
Yeah, I think they're getting a little itchy to get outside. I know everybody does the countdowns. I think we're at 10 days, but we're really trying to just take one day at a time. I think if you get caught up in kind of counting those days, then some of those practices are going to fly by, and you might not feel like you've been as productive as possible. So, 10 days is a long time. There's still a lot of things that we have to go over and just kind of fine tune. So, but I think they're starting to get excited. Weekends are scrimmages, so we're trying to kind of replicate what's going to happen come in a couple weeks when we head to Houston.
And overall, how are things kind of shaping up with the team right now?
They're shaping up. There's definitely some holes that still need to be filled and some lineups that still need to be figured out. I think for the first time in a long time we have depth, which is a good problem to have. So it kind of seems like when we have one lineup figured out, someone has a really good day or a couple of really good days. So like I said, I think it's a good problem to have. I think there are a lot of really good players that can play multiple positions. So we'll have a lot of options.
Now, last year, the team had one of the best offenses in school history, a lot of talent returning from that lineup and some new additions. So, what gives this offense potential to build off of that and potentially improve off of that?
Yeah, I think our offensive numbers were great last year. There were, several records that were broken. Everyone always talks about how are you going to replace Jesse Dalton and Megan Cooley. My answer is always the same. You're just not going to replace those type of kids. They're special kids that really left their mark on the program. Number-wise, yeah, we're hoping a couple kids are going to step up. I think some of the kids that had good years last year, if they kind of add a couple points to their batting average. And then there's a couple kids that, numbers weren't so great last year that have had, a really good fall. And I know that was a while ago, but they've kind of continued that streak, ever since fall ball has ended. So I think there's some kids, like I said, that either their numbers were a little bit down or just didn't get that many chances last year that have looked really good in the last couple weeks. So we're excited about those kids.
And a lot of key pitchers returning from a staff that finished third in the ACC in ERA. How much does that continuity and experience help for beginning a new season?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important. Like you said, we have the four, and they've all looked great so far, and we have a freshman pitcher, Megan Overton, that's kind of joining the crew. But I will tell you this, Kendra Freight has been, I think, the hardest worker out of the staff, and she's had the best outings every time we've scrimmaged, and all of her workouts have been phenomenal. So I just feel like weekend in, weekend out, she's really showing that she wants more time this year. So she's been working really hard, and she deserves it.